Hello, this is Brandon from Boats and Bushcraft, and this is my clips of my review of the Lanshan 1. I hope you enjoy. I'm assuming that's going to be backwards on the video. I've got to be quick, so then on the way out the door from the holiday. Beauty. Right, here she is. That's tiny. See, I normally, if I'm just going out for just like a general little wild camp, I use my Fox 1 because it's tiny. It just fits in the bottom of my bag. There's no problem at all. I'd say this is definitely smaller than this. Bought a really cheap trekking pole as well. Give me a second. There you go. Bought a cheap little Chinese trekking pole as well for like £10 on eBay. So let's see what this weighs straight out of the box. So, out of the box it weighs 836 grams. And that's straight from the box, 836. And my cheapo trekking pole weighs 220. We'll call it 220. So that's not too bad at all, is it? Jesus. Right. Beyond that, I can't really do much. So once I'm back from holiday, I shall set it all up in the garden and do like a nice little first look review thing, because there's no point taking it out now because I'm now off. But yeah, fingers crossed. So far it's bloody lightweight. Weird material as well. I think it's is it still nylon? Possibly, I haven't got a clue. I don't really. This is the first sort of lightweight tent I've ever bought, so we'll see how it goes. Make a centre pole for a 3FU gear Lanshan 1. Tools you're going to need, pretty simple: axe, knife, saw, and the main thing which I completely forgot to bring today is a piece of paracord, string, guy line, whatever, 125 centimeters long, because that's the length you're going to need for your stick. Okay, I've already got my Lanshan set up next to me, so I want to find some nice strong straight stick. I'm going to quickly cut the end off this and start. Get this down to a reasonable working length. Get some of this out of the way. Right, see, if you had your string, you'd now measure your 125, mark it, saw it. But I've got to go over here to measure it. Right, so you find your point on here is here. Saw that down. Keep an ear out for dog walkers. Right, so you should now have a stick 125 centimetres long. Most of the bark's already off this, but it's still got these little sharp bits. So next job, you get your axe. There we go. Right, then final stage, nice and easy, chamfer. So to chamfer, all you're going to do, you're going to pick a point, say about this far in, about the width of a finger, and you just bring your knife a little layer off like this, all the way around. I may be way too close. All the way around like that. Right, see that? That's now our point we're working in from. So careful your knuckle when you're doing this, and you're just slicing off a little bit at a time like that. Okay? A little bit at a time. See, it's starting to take shape now. Just repeat that all the way around. Try and take off the same amount on each slice. Always a good way of doing it. And as you go around, you're just taking a little bit more off, trying to keep it smooth as you go. Obviously, the better your knife, the sharper your knife, the easier this is going to be. And also the type of wood you're working is going to make a big difference as well. No, by no means perfect at all, but there's your basic chamfer. Rub your hand around it. If you feel any sort of abrasive bits or little sharp bits, just give it a little scrape like that. Again, this is it's a great little job to do when you first get to camp and you've already got your firewood set up and you think, oh, what do I do now with the rest of my time? Chamfer wood. Just take it inside. All the way around, just you've got your marks up on. Done. Nice and easy. If you're rarely bored, you can obviously pretty up these sort of bits. There you go. So you've got 125 centimetre stick, rounded edges. There you go. There's your centre pole for your Lanshan 1. Now, because I'm at base camp, what I can do, I can shove it in my little bushcraft shelter there. That means now next time I come, I don't have to bring a walking pole or anything. Don't have to make another one. If it gets windy, I could always make a slightly shorter 120 centimetre version, but I'm happy with that. So there we go. So that was putting up the 3F UL Gear Lanshan 1 tent. It's not the Pro, with a 3-season inner, mainly because I want to be able to see out on them in the woods. So whether it made sense in the video or not, but if you bring a piece of string 125 centimetres long, or a guy line 125 centimetres long, measure it to a stick, saw it to 125 centimetres, use your axe, knock off all the little knobbly bits, all the sharp bits, and then just chamfer the edge with a knife. Then there's your walking pole that you would normally use. So that's going to save a bit of weight, and it gives you a job to do when you're at camp. Yeah. Right, that was dog walkers. So if you're ever camping in public woodlands, which you will be because we're wild camping at the end of the day, or just camping on whatever you want to call it, there's always going to be dog walkers about. And now I've got an aeroplane coming over as well. Let's let that pass. Yeah, so anyway, so this is a Lanshan 1, 3-seasoner. I've only set it up once actually, and that was in my garden, and now I'm down the woods with it. So I'll spin you around, I'll talk over the video, but yeah. First impressions is, wow, doesn't that front stick up a long way? That's going to be, God, that's at least almost a foot off the ground. Stand back and show you what I mean. Look at that. Wind's going to cut in there. So yeah, the door could have done with being longer. Would be my first impression. Next one would be these pegs. Like these pegs, wow, like this one's coming out already. They are so short. Look at that. If you're in wet ground, like me, they're just gonna rip out. Overall though, seems a decent enough tent. I'll lay you back over here and I'll do a bit of fiddling about and stuff. Tell you what, actually, that is a lot bigger. I've been using the Fox 1 for like a year now, which anyone who's got one knows are absolutely bloody tiny. I wanted something with a bit more space. It's funny enough, these weighs less as well, and a hell of a lot more space, but look at that. That's freaking ideal. I'll quickly go around the back. Go around the back and see how it looks from behind. I'd say that blends in pretty damn well. Even from back here, look. That's a nice brown, to be fair. It helps the sort of woodland I'm in the time of year, but that does actually camouflage itself pretty damn well. Right, let's look at space-wise. So I'm 5'7", and I've got loads of room. If I put my feet to the end like this, yeah, I'll put my feet to the end, right? My head's hair. I've still got, look, the whole length of my arm extra to go. Look. That's loads of room. Left to right, I'm there. I've still got all this space here, look. Put my bag there, put my dog there, whatever. Loads of bloody room. And I was moaning about the height of this. I've got my pack out there. That's what that plastic sheet thing is underneath, just to protect it. But look, when I'm laying down, you see that? I actually really rate that. Can't get my phone low enough. But from where I'm laying down, I can still see out. So I'm sheltered. Obviously, I've got the bug net and everything. I'm sheltered from the rain. But I can still see anyone comes past, any critters or anything like that. So I actually like that feature. Don't get me wrong, I probably could pin it down on like a T-peg or something just to get it lower at the front, or a stick, whack a stick in there, that'll bring it lower. But actually I rate it, so I'd say definitely a good investment anyway. nice little I don't even know what brand this is. One of them cheap ones out of Go Outdoors. Ah, they are. Little Euro hike, little pot and lid. I've got other ones, but I always end up coming back to this. Fits a decent sized gas can in it. 300 gas can will fit in there. Little sponge just to stop it rattling. Also give it a once round. What little stove we got with us? The OEX Etna. Funny enough, when I bought this and this, so for years I just used the old Pearson cans. I went in and bought this, and no one in Go Outdoors could explain to me which gas bottles worked with it, because I'd never used the twist ones before, and this was like a couple of years ago. And none of them knew. Like, all the staff, none of them knew about which gas bottles work with a twisty. So a random customer overheard me after about 10 minutes of them radioing different people who didn't have a clue, and he just told me they're universal. If it's a twist one, it's going to fit. So it's really that fucking easy. But it just makes you laugh, the lack of common sense. Like, I had no clue. How would I know? People don't tell you this. We'll go for about 300 ml of water. That's plenty enough for a cup of tea. Not sure if you're meant to cook in these or not. We'll find out, won't we? There's plenty of ventilation, so. So in a couple of minutes I'm going to have a cup of tea, or I'm going to be gassed out. Carbon monoxide kills. Leave that to cool down. Oh, so it's a bit of a weird angle with this stick, isn't it? I think they found me. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, just about. So obviously I don't have any fancy cameras or equipment, so you're currently sitting in my shoe. Yeah. Would be nice to have an actual camera. So yeah, what do we think? I've seen loads of videos online of people modifying these in various ways, but most people are using them up mountains and shit like that, you know. Not many people seem to use them in the woods, and I'm wondering if there's a reason why or not, because so far it seems like a pretty decent tent, that's for sure. Shitload of space, absolutely loads of space, and with winter coming, that's what I need. I'm going to be in the tent a lot, I'm going to be whittling things and all sorts. Just little odd jobs around camp, really. Yeah, sill nylon, I think it is. Something like that. Sill. I can't remember what it's called. Weird fabric though. And I bought a little tarp as well. I had been using the DD, the camo one, DD tarps 3x3. I've got myself little one wind, yeah, sill nylon. Yeah, got this little one wind one. I can't even remember what dimensions it is. Does it say on here? No. it's like, it's about 1.5 meters wide by, I'm going to say 2.5, maybe 3 meters. But this is weird. I'm doing like almost like the lightweight. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing like, what I'll do, I think I'll do a video with my old setup and then the new stuff. Just random little differences. I've knocked off like load of kilos. Which don't really matter too much when you go for a woodland camp, but I think not having to lug an absolute fucking ton of shit is going to actually be a real bonus. So yeah, I've got to finish making this cup of tea, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. If you've liked the video, then just give us a comment, because obviously this isn't something I do all the time. As far as making videos, I come in the woods all the time, so yeah, let me know if it's worth recording or just not bother. Nice one. Right, cheers. What's up, lads? Bye. There we go, 10 inner and footprint all rolled up together, pretty easy. And leave no trace. So as it turned out, I didn't film an intro or an outro, so I've done them now. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I don't normally do YouTube videos, so if it's something you enjoy, just give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that malarkey. I'm just going to film things as and when, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye.